チャプター1に移りましたね。トレバーブルックへようこそ。もうちょっと上の、ゴンドラのところとか、捜索したかった。
The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
すごい、直せる人類学者？こういうの。まあでも、女で一人で旅できるぐらいだから、タフよな。
You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore.
これで逃げたとするならやっぱり、なんかレコーディングできる。
The platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains.
待って、カーソルが微妙に違うんだな。ちょっと待ってね。これが
The local gondola lift's hauling cables seem to be intact, although there aren't any gondolas or mining carts attached to it. A smell of oil and soil lingers in the air.
やっぱ使ったのか。飛べない幽霊なんているのって感じやから、やっぱ人間なんやろうな。足跡こそ光ってたけど。
These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lake shore.
それこそなんかあれ？なんか湖とかがあるから、なんかこう光る微生物とか藻とかをなんか足についてて、でもそんなあんな綺麗に使うんか。ハリーポッターとかの見すぎ。
I have to insert a coin first.
コインとかねえよ。
It's glowing red. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it. Hey, what's that look on your face, Professor?
I met a woman named Gretchen in Trüberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
Hi.
Hey.
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer, though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
そうな。
Why Trüberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
まあ確かにちょっと。
Something about them seems a bit off, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
へえ、ニューヨークって反対側やないっけ?
A while longer. In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Lucid Lake, Mount Catalina, and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco.
Oh.
Those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
よう来たねって感じだね。これ会話もう一回同じなのかな。
Hi.
Hey.
すげえ話長そう。
About the cable car?
And you really want to go up there?
Why, are you afraid? Whatever we find over there could be of great importance to the Institute of Anthropology. Come on already! And that cable car looks sturdy enough, doesn't it?
What kind of a cult is it you're looking for precisely?
A Proto-Germanic cult here in the mountains. Proto-Germanic meaning before the Germans. Anyway, this place is supposed to have been a holy site to those Proto-Germans, where they made contact with their gods. Exciting, huh?
そのカルト。
About this cult, were they dangerous?
Tannhauser, they're all dead by now. The thing about spirits? That was a joke, okay?
Okay.
出発前に。誘ってない？
We might as well have a cup of coffee before we leave.
Tannhauser, I can't help the feeling you're not 100% behind our mission. It's very important for my research to reach the top of this mountain. Maybe we'll find your notes up there as well.
Notes? It is a timeless masterpiece.
ちょっとね、語気が強かったね。君の職業聞いとくか。
Gretchen, what was it that you do for a living again?
I'm an anthropologist. I am conducting research on an ancient Proto-Germanic culture that is believed to have settled right here in this area. That was some 2,000 years ago, though.
2000年以上前。そう、ちょっとね、いやちょっとやる気出してみたいな。ちょっと違うでしょみたい
I'll try to come up with something.
Anything else I can help you with?
な。ちょっと聞きたいこと。
Yes, I was just about to ask. I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
ケーブルカーはさっき聞いたよね。まだ
About the
聞いてないの
cable
かな
car?
What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
ありがとうございます、しじみさん。配信ですかね、頑張ってください。ありがとうです。
Yes, I was just about to ask.
About the cable car?
Question, what was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
なさそうね。
No thanks. That'll be all for now.
Good, I'm sure you find a way eventually. I'll try to set up as much as I can over here. Something's jammed there.
おう、ロードトリップ。トロフィー獲得。
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
これ切れてるよね、明らかに。
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination.
ユーモアがあるよね。危なくない？
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
クールに言うのがいいな。これ歩けない？こっち行けない？あ、行けた行けた。
I wonder what that is.
またこれ箱だね。なんだろうこれ。
Danger. High voltage.
Locked.
なんだろう。マジでなんだろう。段ボ
Judging
ー
by
ル
the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops.
なんでこんなところにそのお菓子があんの？あ、お菓子が入ってた段ボールか。なんで？しかもここに、何？公衆電話みたいな。
Time waits for no man, not even in Trevor-brook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line.
Hello? Anybody there?
What was that?
ね、なんか謎が多いっていうか不思議な街だな。
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks.
ことは多分タッチしたね全部。うんうん。OK かな。じゃあ下に下りましょうかね。くっそ怪しいおじさんがいるんですが、この人大丈夫？オーナー？怪しさの極み。
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful. The table is wobbling terribly. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
おじいさん、ちょっと
This table.
ずっとテー
It
ブル。
has a wobble. Everything's going down the drain around here.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
嘘やろ。絶対聞こえとったやん。これまでの。
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
テーブルじじいやべえな。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
昼間っからコニャ
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
帰れば家に。もしくは店内に入るとか。こっちでも一応テーブルあんだからさ。なぜこのぐらつくテーブルの方にいるんだこのおじいさんはマジで。なんなんだマジで。ああ、やっぱ人住んでんだここ。カーテンが開いてるね。閉まってるね。
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
あれ待って、ここなんかあったっけ？お祭りの準備かな？
Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Tribberbrook.
Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Trevor-brook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250.
しかも昨日とポーズが違う気がする。焦げてるっていうか。
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night.
あ
Still
あ、なる
looks
ほ
in
ど。
good condition though.
雷に打たれて修理してんだ今。 っち行けるかな。よいしょ。
Locked.
あ、これ
This cat again.
ガチで猫これ。私キツネにしか見えない本当に。あ、こっち歩けない？
That's some sturdy, full-grown reed.
お、なんかゲットした。
A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
あれ、ちょっとキャラクターの操作が難しいね。こっち来てもらって。こっち行けないか、やっぱ。ホテルに一回戻るか。なんかねえ、自分の他のものもなくなってたら嫌だし。
A hanger is dangling from the clothesline. Marvelous engineering. There's a clothesline up there, right under my window.
あ、こっから来た。こっちの部屋の人？もしかして。でも窓閉まってたよな。閉めたんかな、ご丁寧に。しかもなんかすぐ人が乗っかったらプチンって切れそうなぐらい脆そうな。で、いつも酒やってるオーナーさん。
She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
何
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think? Anything else I can do for you?
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Oh. いろいろ聞きたいな。
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
確かに働いてた人はどうなったん
What
だろう。
became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
何をそもそもと銀のね鉱山みたいな感じで書いてあったけど。
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
なんでだろうね。なんで鉱山は閉鎖され、なんか見つかったのか
So
な。
why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see
な
for
るほ
yourself.
ど。
Who exactly is this Baron von Sulz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was the flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken
夫
man.
人わかるよ。
Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
もう一回ってなんだ。
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation.
なるほど、あり
I've
がと
heard
う。
enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
あ、新聞があるね。ビールもらお
Truda,
う。
would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor.
早っ。仕事早っ。
Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers.
チーズ。どこにあるビール。あったあったあったあった。あ、いいね、ビール。なんか、コースター落ちた。おお、飲みっぷり。ちょっとずついろいろこの街について分かってきたね。新聞が気になるな。目がマジで死ぬ。あ、バスのスケジュールは関係ないか。待って、でもよく見たらさ、これさ、9月1日のとこ丸してやって、なんかさ、見えるかな、ニューバススケジュールのとこの、なんだろうな、ラモナのとこにハートがあって、で、クリーピーファインディングインダスワンプスかの、なんかこう、丸のとことかに、なんか青のペンでグリグリがされてるんですよね。なんかあるんですかねこれ。暗号的なやつとかでも関係ない？落書きかな単純に。祭りとなんていうのかな、成り立ちとお祭りのことを書いてるんかな。なんか近々開催されるとか言ってたもんね。
Now where would this lead to?
おお、
Locked.
これ娘さんか。待って、腐ってない？
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast to wine.
ハエが。
Cheese skewers.
Looks a bit shabby.
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers.
嘘でしょ嘘でしょ
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department.
This can must have fallen off the table.
お、いろいろグッズが集まってきている。
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase.
ほうほう。
Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. There's something funny about that clock. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. She seems very focused.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
オメガ。そうなの脂肪酸なの
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
And what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
ああやばいな。
If you're referring to my bank deposit.
You're saying a lot of silly things.
ひど
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also
Oji-san?
know where, but I mustn't tell anyone
Oni-san.
on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
あ
I'd rather not disturb the little one.
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlog for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
結構大人っぽい声だけ
This
どね
is Leni of Planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
は
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
おじさんなんかありそうよね
I need to know what happens next.
自分の部屋に行ってみようもしやこ これの下？
This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know.
待って待って、これが
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen.
タオルあったっけ？あ、ゲット。なんか下にあるんだよね、なんかね。
There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it.
何に使うの？
This muddle of spots and
あ、同じだった、
drips
ごめ
is
ん。
probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know.
絶対ここにあるよね。
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below.
何？
Loads of useless junk. And an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps.
シュナップスって
Bolts and
何？
shoes.
なんかある。
Maybe somebody hid their money in there.
何これ？あれかな？ネズミの一回録音。
Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected.
あ、どうしたらいいんだろう。こうか。
No.
違う？何が違う？
No.
いいやって何？一応選択肢にあるのに。
In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore.
あ、使えるたり使えなかったりするのか。ん？ おー。
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Hey, mister.
何？ここがあれかな？人類学者さんのお部屋？
Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry.
「戻る」っていうのはこれかな？てかトランク開けっぱで行ったんかい。
What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing, except for my notes. I don't want to mess up the crime scene.
まあまあまあわかるけど。
Just a hanger. Empty.
ハンガーもこっから取ったんかな？逃げるとき。あ、でも逃げるときはそっか。普通にドアから出たか。
I don't want to cover up these people's works of art.
だんだんアイテムが増えてきたけど、どこで何が使えるかがわからなくなってきたな。ちょっと待ってよ。あれか。なんて言うんだっけ、こういうの。なんか止まった人名前みたいなやつか。違うっけ？これなんて書いてある？ルーム3は、今私たちの部屋だから、ハニさん。ロジャー&スーさん。だけ？過去泊まったのって。3号室。結構部屋数あるんだね。名前がね、これ読み方がわからんね。 あ、待って、ページがある。これどうやってめくるんだ？あ、いた。どうやってめくるんだ、これ。あ、待て。あれ？あ、いけたいけた。3番、ケビン・クラークさん。デイビッド・ロトリックさん。マーセルパーシェさん。やべえ、読めねえ。クリスティアン・ヘンゼル。アンドレスカM か、これどう読むんだろう。スクマールブロックさん。なんて読むの？スチュワート・フィールド・ハマーさん。フェルドハマーさん。ローリウェスターランドさん。ベンジャミン・アウルさん。ジュリアン・ラッド・メイチャーさん。メイカーフレバーガーさん。フライバーガー。読め、これわからん。アブリオンさん。これなんて読むの？ G だよね。G1。わからんわ、これ。ヒルコジャーマーさん。マンヤンチャン。これなんだろう。中国っぽいな。サイエンティスト。で、ハンス・デウルフ。エンジニア。へえ。研究でいらっしゃった。ハンス・今、で、そうか、自分か。なるほど。I'm
not tired. I would probably hurt myself.
何にどれを使おうみたいな感じだよね、もはや。一回先祖たちの名前もう一回見たいな。クリスチャン・ハンドリーいたっけな。ラート・ジェフ。で、フィンガーさんいなかった気がする。アレックス・バレロ。いなかった。いないよなぁ。お、すごっ。なるほど。
Excuse me. Didn't mean to.
ブーンってするとテレビが見えなくなるんか。
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
さっきやったね。
Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit?
Huh? これなんだ?
Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention, but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour.
ほう。これ?
Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it here.
はい。
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Oh.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
釣りができるね。あ、コースター。
I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
いけんの? What?
No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
I've already made an entry on this.
なるほど。
Time waits for no man, not even in Trevebrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. It seems you need a special key to get
そう
the
で
thing
すよ
running.
ね。鍵。
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
I've already made an entry on this.
そっか。
I met a woman named Question studied.
どうしたもんかな? どうしたもんかな?
She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tannhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I noticed something.
Speak your mind.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
なるほど。
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
ビュッフェ。ビュッフェさっき言ったよね。
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers.
Looks a bit shabby. Is that a maggot?
It's having a good time.
I'll save you, my little friend.
これでもしや釣りができる。めっちゃ長々とプレイしてしまっているが、動画編集するときは2つぐらいに分けよう。オッケーオッケーオッケー。
Well then, good catch.
剣のように出した。お、だいぶ来てるね。あ、危ない。そうなるって。
What the? Can opener?
お。
Subject: species
あ、そうか。で、
reintroduction.
猫か。多分。
Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can.
返さないとね、釣りさん。
I don't think it's in the mood for that right now.
マジか。あれ？本切り。何に使えるんだろう。これ？
Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
え？
A set of armor, professionally disassembled.
え？いや、え？何？え？
This crumbling socket looks much nicer without the cheesy armor on top.
嘘でしょ？嘘でしょ？ちょっと。
Hilarious the Unready?
Huh?
Is that you? The youth of today.
I can't bend over that far in this armor. I don't want to frighten him.
え、これどうやったらいいの？これ脱ぎたい。
Truda would probably not approve of my appearance.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
よそ、登るの。え、マジ？あ、待って、でもここでビリビリってしたら感電しないんじゃないか。
Voila.
Oh.
There's a current again.
なるほど。おお。ちょっとずつ分かってきた。
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Never mind.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
テーブルが直ってご
Are
機
you
嫌は。
feeling any better now that the table isn't wobbling anymore?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Claus disappeared.
クロ
Who
ー
is
ス。
Claus?
Claus is my tomcat.
え？
An angel of an
さっきの
animal.
キツネじゃない？
He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
ね、進んだね。え、てか、いたんだね。ずっと、多分、1時間ぐらいコメントが多分なかったので、多分誰もいないんだろうな、と思って私は、ボケーっと進めていた。
Was Claus abducted?
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
あ、見てたんですね。
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
待って、ケーブルカーについてもう一回聞いてみよう。
Good
なんか
morning.
言ってくれんかな。
Excuse me, sir.
古い、長い人みたいだから。
Could you tell me something about the cable car in this town?
Don't bring up the old cable car. I don't even want to think about it.
ダメか。
Please excuse me. As you well know, Beverly, I am a man tempered by a sober lifestyle. However, I keep dwelling on the fact that a sheer infinite amount of states of matter can lie between expectation and reality.
My accommodation, the guest house Vadest Lust, looks slightly more luxurious in the notification.
Oh.
The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective.
Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
こんばんは。あ、いらっしゃい。今ね、新しいゲーム、トレバーブルックというやつを遊んでいました。なかなか難しくね、てね。 どうしたもんかなって感じ。
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
舞台はね
Please excuse me.
1967年のドイツのトレバブルクっていう村で、この主人公のねこの人がね量子物理学者なんだけど、宝くじで当たったってことでこのホテルにねトレバブルクに遊びに来たんだが、遊びに来たその日の夜に不審者にねこの書いてた論文を盗まれてしまって、論文を探す旅というか冒険ですねに出てて、基本的にこうやってカーソルがあるからこうやってクリックしてなんかあったらタップして、でアイテムとかをこう使ってみたいな
This crumbling socket looks much
脱
nicer
出ゲーム
without
みた
the
いな
cheesy
感じ。
armor on top.
ただね結構ねどこに何を使うんだろうみたいなのがいまいちわかんなくて、
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
結構だいぶゆっくり進んでます。攻略を見てないのでね。そう、すごく雰囲気もいいよ。なんかこういうのもね、私ツイートしたんですけど、なんていうのかな。実際にミニチュアが作られて、こういうお家とかの。で、それを 3D スキャンして、ゲームに落とし込んだっていう。
Small ads, postings, announcements.
だからちょ
They're
っと
holding
リア
a
ルっていう
town
か。
fair tonight with a band and a raffle.
Exciting.
新聞記事の半分がこれやったね、そういえば。なんか、お祭りがどうのこうのみたいな、セレブレイティングとか書いてあった。ただ結構ね、物を探すのが、当てはめるのが大変なんで、動画は一旦非公開にして編集して YouTube に上げるかもね。探す時間が長いんで。区切りがいいとこまで行きたいですけどね。あ、待って、猫の位置が変わってない。あれ猫じゃないでキツネだと思うんだけど
Schroeder
ね。
Brook, County of Broken Landa, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles.
さっきまでここにいたのに、こっちになってる。
Oh my. It looks desperate.
落ちれない。落ちれないっていうか、降
It
りれ
won't
な
be
い。
this easy getting close to it. 9
Oh.
lives or not, I don't think it would survive that drop.
ダメか。アイテムが足りない？
A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
アイテム足りんっぽいな。
Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark.
だいぶゆったりとした。
Soft as a feather.
なるほど。猫を助けろというミッションですかね、これ多分。絶対これキツネなんだよな。まさかのそういう？登るんじゃなくて。ね、キツネかわいいね。まさかのお酒を吹き矢にしてちょっと日にあってなったとこでっていう、いや意外
Oh my. It looks desperate.
ちょっとあ、逃げた。
I put a nice fluffy blanket over the top of that rowboat.
びっくりした。ちょいちょい不思議なアクションがある。でも雰囲気いいよね、これすごく。あ、
The cat doesn't seem to like humans.
やっぱキャット言ってんな。
It would tear me to pieces.
キャットじゃないよな。あ、でしょ、田舎って感じだね、ほんとね。
You like this, don't you?
あ、ちょっと進み出した。ここに至るまでが。お、食べてますね。
It seems to enjoy the food. It would tear me to pieces.
あ、捕まえんの？同時？あ、これは選択できないもん。走れ。あ、話せましたかな、おじいさん。さっきの
Good
猫と。
morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about claws?
Nothing.
え、嘘やろ。
Please excuse me.
これ多分クロース、その猫の張り紙だよね。あれ、どこ行ったんだろう。さっきこっちに逃げたのに逆。こっち行けんのかな。行けないね。ないね。あれ、こっちかな。あ、いたいたいたいたいた。
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out.
いや、ちょっとなかなかショッキング。
Now I've got you.
これきついんだよな、やっぱな。どう見ても顔が。いや、なかなかでしたね。おじいさん、捕まえた
Is
よ。
this by chance your cat, Claws?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
疲れ切ってるっていうか。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
ああ、
Please excuse me.
これをこっちクロスを選ぶんかな。
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
あれ、クロス選べんだよな。おじいさんかなんか話聞けると思ったんやけど。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
So what's with the cable car?
I used to own the
Oh.
cable car.
話
In
聞けた。
fact, the whole mine. Everything was taken away from me. Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car,
このおじ
the
いさん。
mine, the whole village.
このおじさん、おじいさんがもしかしてその、もともと鉱山を持ってた男爵？ちょっと続けてくだ
Please
さい。
go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine, no one knows for certain. But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
変わったおじいさんかと思っていたが。
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes. I am the Baron von Sulz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the third generation, district mayor of Trüberbrook Sulz and Trüberbrook Düssel, assistant secretary to the municipal council, patron of Trüberbrook and the arts, well known beyond the borders of this country.
は
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
あ、鍵を。あ、これです。本来の目的。
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today.
なんか
You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you
めちゃ
everything.
めちゃ長かった。
My
ここまで
heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please take it.
やったやったやったやった。ゲットです。
Good morning.
You've been so kind to me today.
な
You
るほ
have
ど。この
reunited an
猫
old
というか
man
キ
with
ツネ
his
を
loyal cat.
返せばよかったんですね。ケーブルカーの鍵ゲットです。ナイス、ありがとう。これチャプター1終わりかな、もしかして。違うな。こっちか。
Good job. The cable car is going.
おー、動いたね。おー、えやめてやめてやめてやめてやめてやめて。
Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top in case you manage to find a way. See ya.
嘘でしょ。